Back to school around the world. Level 3. Special traditions. In most countries, there are special traditions on the first day of school. For example, in Japan, first year students receive a special gift that will help them succeed in school. Germany also does something similar for first year students. They receive a cone filled with candy and school supplies. In both countries, the gifts represent that there is a major change happening in their lives. In the United States, many families take their children shopping for new clothes and school supplies. There are some countries, such as Vietnam and Belarus, which have a special performance on the first day of school. What are some of your first day of school traditions? The importance of community. Going back to school is similar to a holiday in some countries around the world. Back to school is celebrated as a huge community event. For example, in Indonesia, students form groups and do activities that build a community. The goal is to get to know more about their classmates before they start school. In Russia, parents and family members celebrate outside of the school. Even in the United States, there are special back to school parties in communities that celebrate the return of going to school. How did you celebrate going back to school this year? The first day of school. The world is divided into the northern and southern hemisphere. Countries in the northern hemisphere, such as the United States, start school around September. Schools in the southern hemisphere start school in late January. Since Australia is in the southern hemisphere, school starts in late January. Brazil is another country in the southern hemisphere that starts school in January. Mexico is in the northern hemisphere and school starts in September and ends in May, the same dates as the United States. From January to December, students are going back to school somewhere in the world. World conflicts and school. While there are many students who are enjoying their first day of school, there are many around the world who have a different story. This is due to wars and ongoing conflicts in countries. There are over 262 million children around the world who are not in school. Every single child in the world has the right to an education. Having an education is a basic human right that is awarded to everyone in the world. Unfortunately, there are many children around the world who are denied this basic right. There are organizations that advocate for every child to have an education. What can you do to make sure every child receives an education?